Hello there. This is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another podcast. One negative consequence of treating women poorly. Yeah, one negative consequence, and that simple negative consequence is that woman got family. That woman got dudes who are cool with her. Because we got to talk about that. Because some dudes be on their whole pump and dump thing, lie to the woman, and all of that. And I'm like, she got peoples. Now, I did a video about this before. A car video about this. And it's in the description box. Go check it out. And real quick, I use the term peoples. Of course, you get some dumb, I'm going to say dumb, don't have any street smart type of people on some technical shit talking about, well, it's supposed to be people. Man, shut the fuck up. You know how I do it. I prefer to do it. I prefer, that was Car Rom anyway. Shout out BGS. Car Rom is like, he's more raw. And I just like it. And, some of the stuff I'm going to talk is just slang. All right? Understand that. Don't get on some dumb shit. You can tell. You still got to be social out here. And half the conversations out here are slang, even in official places. So anyway, right? See, I talked about in that video, I'm going to talk about in this one. That woman got family members. A lot of dudes, they go in there thinking they just going to dog a woman. Now, remember what I said in a previous podcast about choices. You got a choice whether or not you're going to mess with that woman. Shoot, if she treats you a certain way, walk away. You don't know what's behind her. And the reason I'm like that, now, I told y'all know my past. I used to be out there, but I always treated a woman a certain way, even if it was just having her for sex. And the reason why I learned very early, because there was a woman I dealt with in the past, and she was just casually talking. We had sex and everything. It's pretty good. And she was just casually talking. She was talking about how they were, her and her girl's about to put a contract out on a dude. It's just like, it's serious out there. When you dealing with it, that woman, you might just see the woman by herself or with her girlfriends and think it's just a cool thing. All right? You think it's just a cool, and then you immediately going in to dog her. You thinking to yourself, yeah, I'm gonna pump and dump her and all of this stuff. And you just, that's why I'm kind of against it. But you don't know how that's going to affect her, how she going to look at it. And some women, depending on the situation, yeah, they just gonna like grin and take it and everything, but they still got relatives. Most of these women got some type of relative, and you gotta think there could be a consequence for it. There could be a consequence. Like, there's been plenty of dudes killed behind that. They thought they were like dogging her and all of that, and they messed with the wrong one. That's why, and see, that's another reason a guy need to like take his time. Remember, I said something in the video about the podcast this week about the one consequence. The one issue was being chased by women. You don't know who else she got there. And trust me, I've seen it too much. Dudes getting hit by. I mean, I saw that as far back as like kindergarten. The kindergarten, like back in like 1970. Some kid said something about somebody's sister. Her brother came out and just bust him in the face. Now, that don't mean you want to walk around all scared out here and all of that, but it's like your shit need to be righteous. And when I say righteous, it's like you meet a woman. You need to be straight up about what you want with her. Shout out Alan Roger Curry. That's one thing with the whole mode 1 approach. Shout out Roger Curry. Because the man telling her straight up, so she can't get mad, say, well, he lied to me and all of that. He say, no, he told you from the get-go he wants some pussy. So you can't even say that, because sometimes if you straight up with the woman, you tell her what's up. Even when she go to her peoples trying to start some shit, the peoples might be like, well, hold up, baby girl. He told you what he's about, because they still men. But then if you want some shit of, I'm just going to dog her out, I'm going to do this, I'm going to play all these tricks on her, you don't know what's behind there, It's like when you're dealing with women, always, just be straight up with them. You want to have sex, tell them that, because, give them a choice. Give them a choice. Okay, look, baby, you fine as hell. You got that booty. I want you to back that thing up. And she could either say yay or nay. If she say nay, just say all right. Just let you know that's where I stand. Some dudes have done that. I've seen dudes do something like that, give it a number, and say, well, okay, you change your mind, here I am, and they just walk on. Nobody. But if you start off trying to be on some shit, just start off lying, just start off trying to dog her and some shit like that, you might get away with it. But like I said before, and I've said this, you better be able to fight. You better be able to fight. Like I told some people privately a story I know about this family. There was a woman in it, and her husband made the mistake of hitting her. And that family like whipped his ass. Her family whipped his ass. And plus I'm gonna tell you something else with it too. That's just one angle, because sometimes they ain't always our people. Sometimes it's the po-po. Because I know of other instances where a woman, she felt like she was wrong by that man. He wasn't righteous in his shit. She called the po-po. She just made up some shit. And see, one of the things with being keeping your shit straight, you get in that situation, you can always say, well, hold up, officer. This is what happened. You straight. And police can pick up on it, because I'm going to tell you what, with police, any police can confirm what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff you dealing with the cops dealing with is domestic. Most of these situations when the cops are out there, they dealing with a whole lot of domestic stuff. In fact, I'm going to shout out this one former cop. He's in the D.C. area. He wrote this book, She Might Not Be Your Woman If. He was a former cop. That's how he learned all his stuff, because he was breaking up stuff. He was going to the house and everything. He was seeing all this stuff. So, you gotta always, if you deal with women, just be straight up. Now, it don't mean you gonna be a simp or anything and you just gonna put them on a pedestal. That's stupid too. But you gonna be straight up. If you meet a woman and she's, you just want to deal with her, just be straight up with her. Just be straight up. Just be straight up with it. As my father would say, you can bullshit a woman, but don't lie to them. And what does that mean for people to understand that? They say you can say some shit she know is bullshit, but that's part of the game anyway. She'll probably just laugh about it if she feeling. She'll give you some bullshit. That's just part of flirting and all of that stuff. But don't lie to her, because then they come back with something. Because then if you straight up with them, you carrying your stuff right, even when they get mad at you, they got to say, well, you know what? I made that choice right there. And a lot of women, despite everything, they know what's up. Because probably if she still dealt with you, she wanted to D any damn way. So be straight up and trust me. That's why some women, they go crazy over a real dude. That's why sometimes they go crazy over a dude who other people might call a jerk or an asshole, because they say, you know what? I know where they stand. In fact, I knew a woman, she said she prefer a Pookie and Ray Ray, because at least she know where she stand with them. They'll tell her straight up what the deal is, But you got to understand that. Like, anybody talking about, like, talking some shit, and I'm like, all right, you go for it, but be ready to fight. You keep a weapon on your ass. Seriously, man, that's a real thing. And for the players out there, you had some drama. You know what? See, because I was just talking about her peoples. I could do a whole other video on how the stuff she'll get back at you. There's a lot of dudes out there got those tires slashed. A lot of dudes out there, they start that car, they can't because there's sugar in that engine there. Or they see that car, the windows busted out, keyed. And shit, I ain't gonna lie, I've had that shit. You go to your car, I was like, damn, there's a key mark right on here. You go outside, all of a sudden, all four tires are like slashed. Take it to some place, get some new tires. The first thing the mechanics say, all right, what you do to her? It's a real thing. And it's like, nah, you need to be straight up. And then that go back to what I say about your choice. Remember I said, if a man's with a bad woman, that's his choice. You think about it. You better look at it. You better assess that woman. All right? Assess her. And be righteous. Even if you ain't want to deal with her no more, just tell her straight up. No, I don't want to deal with you anymore. Don't string her along. Don't do it. Just be straight up. So anyway, that's all I have for today, y'all. Yeah, check out that video I did previously talking about this subject. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.